The social impact was even more amazing. Drunkenness was cut in half, but it caused a wave of bankruptcies. You say, how could a revival cause bankruptcies? Mostly taverns couldn't sell their booze. You know, they'd buy their stock of liquor, but they have to sell it to pay their bills. They couldn't sell it. They went broke one after another. Crime was cut in half. I've studied the records of the crimes supplied by the police. In some places, the police were unemployed. They sent for a sergeant of the police to answer questions. What do you do with your time now? Imagine asking the police in Dallas, what do you do with your time? I don't know what it's like in Dallas, rude, but in Los Angeles, if my wife were to call the police and say, I think there's a prowler outside, they say, well, we're too busy to come, but if you hear anything more suspicious, call us again. But in Wales, the police were unemployed. The sergeant answered some questions. He said, well, before the revival, our main job was to prevent crime or to control crowds at market days, football games and the like. Since the revival, practically no crime. So we just go with the crowds. A councillor said, what do you mean you go with the crowds? Well, councillor, he said, you know where the crowds are now. They're packing the churches. Every church packed every night. But do they need the police to direct them to the church? Oh, he said, you don't understand. We have 17 police in our station, but we've got 3 excellent male quartets. If any church wants a quartet to sing, they notify the police. Judges were presented with white gloves, not a case to try. I don't know what it's like in Dallas, but in Los Angeles, if a man commits a murder, it may be a year before he's tried. There's so many cases on the calendar. But the chamberlain will get up and say, Your Worship, there are no cases to try. No robberies, no embezzlements, no rapes, no murders, nothing. There were even slowdowns in the coal mines. Now, I didn't say strikes, just slowdowns. So many Welsh coal miners were converted and stopped using bad language that the horses that dragged the trucks in the mines couldn't understand what was being said to them, and transportation slowed down. This was the Welsh revival.